everybody, Andy with Wild River Archery here. You know, as I've been scrolling social media lately, I've seen more and more posts and questions come up about self-filming hunts, filming hunts in general, what equipment to get, what cameras to get, you know, and the list goes on and on. So I thought I would take a little bit of time here today and show everybody the equipment I've been using. Now I am by no means a video expert. I'm a novice that enjoys doing what I'm doing, but I have been self-filming for about 12 years now, and I would just like to share, I guess, my experience of things I've learned, the do's and don'ts, things I can improve on even to this day. So sit back and enjoy, and we will go over what camera gear to get for your self-filming hunt. Okay, so first up is my main camera. My main camera is that one right there. So it's going to be fun getting footage of this, but we'll try and splice this all together and make it look good. My main camera is a Canon Vixia HF G21. What I liked about the G21 was it had pretty much all the features I needed personally. It had a spot for a remote. It has the mini shoe, the full-size shoe, touch screen, which sometimes doesn't work very well with gloves on, but you know, it's high def, 100% digital. It really makes it simple to pull that memory card out, put it into the computer, and get all my files downloaded, and it just makes it easier for the editing process. Now, one thing I didn't know, because I'm kind of a rookie video guy, or not a complete expert, was the full-size shoe on this camera does not have power going to it. So when you get a shotgun mic, if you're going to get the standard shoe, you need to get a shotgun mic that has its own power source. However, I do believe if you use the mini shoe, that does have a power source, and you would just be able to plug your shotgun mic in and then run the microphone off the camera battery. So I really do like this camera. It's really been easy to work with, easy to learn. You know, one piece of advice that I could give everybody on their main camera that is tough as a self-filmer is film as much as you can in manual mode. Manual mode just allows, I feel it gives a lot crisper picture. It looks a lot cleaner, and you're focusing in on what you want to focus on, and you're not losing focus at the critical time. However, as a self-filming hunter, it's really tough to focus the camera, keep the animal in the frame, and also focus on getting the shot off. So generally what I do is take all my B-roll, and I film pretty much all of my B-roll in manual focus. Then when I'm done with my B-roll and I'm hunting, I switch the camera to autofocus, so in the heat of the moment, it's just one less thing for me to worry about. So next up, second angle camera. Now there's lots of things you can do with this to get that second angle shot. You can go back and fake it, reset it up, make it look, you know, make it look like it happened live time. For me personally, the way my brain works, I like to get the stuff as it's going. I don't want to go back. If I didn't get that angle, too bad. I'm not going to go back. I've played around with different second angle cameras for a lot of years, and finally convinced myself to give Tacticam a try, and I have been super excited with these. I started out using the Tacticam Solo Hunter. It's awesome. It's one button. It turns on and starts recording immediately. Shortly after that, because I wanted a little bit wider field of view, I switched over to the Tacticam 5.0 wide. Cool thing with the 5.0 wide is I can run it from this remote, just like I was running the Tacticam. So for me, I don't like the Tacticam mounted to my bow. I just don't like the way the shots look after you shoot your bow, after the gun is shot. I don't like all the vibration. So for me, I use it as a second angle, kind of up over my shoulder in the tree. Now, before I had this remote, I would have to reach up, hit the button. Not a big deal, but it is more movement, where now I just got this remote. I'll be able to, with the camera mounted up here, and we'll see if you can see the lights, I can just hit this button on the remote and my Tacticam is now recording. It's really going to be an awesome feature this fall. You know, cool thing too is they also do have an app, so I can download the app on my phone and I can see what this camera is seeing or even what the Solo Hunter is seeing, so I know if it's framed up right. So if you're in the market for a second angle camera, I would definitely take a look at Tacticam. We will have Tacticam products available at Wild River Archery later this summer. Alrighty, next up, I guess to me probably the next most important thing is audio. Now, the built-in microphone on the Canon Vixia G21 is really actually a pretty good microphone. I probably wouldn't have to use a shotgun mic if I didn't want to. But what I like about the shotgun mic is it gives you a little bit more directional sound. So if my camera's pointing this way, it's picking up more sound from straight ahead where the camera's looking versus kind of all around us. So for me, the shotgun mic is really important. Getting your audio levels correct is really important. That's probably one thing that I still struggle to remember to do all the time is playing with my audio levels. Again, we're in the woods, so you want to get some of those lower pitch sounds, those quiet sounds. You're whispering into the microphone. So it's just remembering to do little things like that. Even I still struggle with it. I should have played with audio levels more on my first couple episodes of the 2020 hunting vlog. The crickets were so loud, that's about all you could hear. But in reality, that was really what I was hearing in the woods. So shotgun mic, not super important, but definitely does make the quality of the videos a lot better. Alrighty, next up would be tree arms. Now there are tons and tons of tree arms available on the market. You can spend a little, you can spend a lot. This last year I decided to give the Muddy Outfitter a try, and I have been super excited, super pleased with this camera arm. What I like about it is it's easy to mount to the tree. I take the arm off, I get this mounted to the tree. This here, I can adjust my up down, make sure my camera is level, plus I can tilt it again to make sure my camera is level. I can plop my arm right in there, my fluid head up on top, and we're ready to go. I was really pleased with the ease of how this arm went together this past fall. I mean, even when it was dark out, I could pretty much do it in the dark. Really happy with the Muddy Outfitter tree arm. Again, there's a lot of different options out there with tree arms. You know, get what's right for you, get what's in your budget. It'll work, it'll get you by. All right, now lastly, the newest addition for my upcoming season is a remote for my main camera. What this is going to allow me to do is connect it right to the handle that I move the camera with. So it's one hand operation. It'll turn my camera on, off, it'll go tight and wide, it'll focus. Pretty much anything I Any controls I can do on my camera, I'll be able to do from this remote, which again, being a self-filming hunter is going to make life a lot easier for me in the stand. And even if I'm filming for somebody else, it's just allowing me to not make so many movements, I guess. But again, not every camera will be compatible with the remote. You definitely want to make sure that your camera is compatible with the remote if you're going to be wanting to use one. Now, this is the first year I'll be using a remote. I haven't used a remote ever, and I've filmed tons and tons of deer and turkeys and tons of things without a remote. It's not a necessity, but it's definitely useful. So now you got all your cameras, you got them all set up, you've been out in the woods, you got footage and you want to edit it together. Again, there are many editing programs out there. I am currently editing with Filmora 9. For me, it does everything I need it to do, and it's reasonably priced. I want to say a lifetime membership or a lifetime deal for it is like $70. Ultimately, I would like to upgrade to Adobe Premiere Pro. I just can't justify spending that kind of money right now. It's not horribly priced, but I just, to have about a $250 investment every year, it's just a little too much for me right now. But down the road, I would definitely like to be into Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope this video helped answer some of the questions you had for trying to decide what camera to get for filming your hunts this fall. Again, if you have any questions or I missed something in the video, please ask it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions to the best of my ability. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. And then head over to Facebook, give the store page a like, and follow us on Instagram. I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Like us on Facebook and stay up to date on everything happening at the shop. Follow us on Instagram at Wild River Archery. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and be notified when